President Cyril Ramaphosa says partnerships with the private sector have played a critical role in bringing load shedding to an end. However, he's warned that spiraling electricity prices have now become an existential threat to South Africa's energy-intensive industries. Addressing a business breakfast hosted by the Steel and Engineering Industries Federation of Southern Africa, SEIFSA, the president indicated that the upcoming launch of the wholesale electricity market will bring down operational costs.
Over the past 2 decades, electricity tariffs have increased far faster than inflation itself. You all know that. And in some cases, your electricity charge is much higher than even your labor charge. A number of smelters and other energy-intensive operations have either closed or reduced production or face the prospect of closure. These are not industries that can simply be switched off today and restarted tomorrow. That is why the next phase of electricity reform must now focus us not only on security of supply, which we've been working on, but also on reducing the cost of electricity.
The president says South Africa will require more than 14,000 kilometers of new transmission lines over the next decade to accommodate new generation capacity. He emphasized that separating the transmission grid from Eskom is critical to creating a competitive wholesale electricity market and bringing down energy costs for heavy industries.
Competition is good in our own lives and in what we are offered as services generally. It is good because it gives you choice. You focus on what matters to you. Is it reliability? Is it cost? That is what we've now done. To build the transmission lines, Eskom currently is burdened with a huge debt. It is unable to build as the 14,000 kilometers of transmission. The lenders will not give it money. You set up a separate one which is 100% owned by government. So that is the reforms that we are bringing through.
The president calling for targeted partnerships with government's infrastructure program amounting to around 1 trillion rand over the next 3 years. Those in business have called for security as companies continue to face weak domestic demand, logistics constraints, high electricity costs, infrastructure bottlenecks, and growing import competition.
We need a visible and a clear pipeline of infrastructure with clear deliverables and timelines for that demand, so that companies confidently they can then look at investment patterns and expand and train people.
We're facing unfair competition. Every foreign import into South Africa, into the SADC region, is a job that is stolen from our citizens as South Africa.
We are seeking assurances that in the new regulations, monitoring and enforcement will be addressed. The new regulations must make it obvious that local value add is non-negotiable.
President Ramaphosa has cautioned that localization must not become a license for inefficiency or excessive prices, and that it should be competitive and deliver quality. The breakfast with those in business described as an opportunity for the South African economy to industrialize at large scale, to drive localization and ensure job creation through the public-private partnership projects. I'm Katlego Legodi for SABC News in Kempton Park.